this afternoon. I was coming to you with a little tip and trick that I was just thinking about. Plus, I wanted you to admire these quarter earrings that I got and this fabulous cute little tank top at the yard sale that I'm already wearing and enjoying. Because it is a girl's prerogative to change her clothes many times a day. But I'm going over to get some fruit, and I was just thinking about this. I have been painting, and I didn't really take time to make a smoothie. I've had a lot of water today, and I had a little detox tea, and then I decided I would just have some bananas. Well, they were very sugary sweet ripe, almost like too ripe, but that didn't stop me from having them. And I probably had 6 or 7 while I was painting. But I'll tell you what I noticed is that they're not that, well, you know, any kind of fruit that you can't really juice is obviously not very water rich. And I have noticed that if I don't have a smoothies with bananas, if I just make a meal of bananas, for some reason I don't feel as good. I know it's the hydration. So see, now I'm having this, which is an orange and lemon and all of this water, which these are very handy little bottle blender shakers if you've never had those. But what else, what other kind of food will do that? I was talking to y'all about dates doing that to me just the other day. It's a dehydration feeling that you won't even recognize as that. You'll just think, I don't feel as energetic. But you know, those water-rich fruits and vegetables, that is what keeps me feeling my very best. With limited fat. Someone was just asking me how much fat I eat in a day. I do try to keep it at about 10%. I always, nowadays, just estimate what I'm eating, though, because it works out just fine for me. I've been doing this long enough that I don't have to track it through the chronometer, or I do write down what I eat every day just to be mindful of that, but especially because if something causes me pain, or maybe like a fibromyalgia type pain or something, it's probably a pesticide in a food I'm eating, or something I didn't get organic, and I really like to track that. But I really track my water too. But when you're not getting the water-rich foods, I don't think you're going to feel your best, especially because most people aren't even eating the amount of, drinking the amount of water they need, even if they're eating water-rich foods, you know. Some people think, oh, well, I'm eating just fruits and vegetables, I don't need water too. But the funny thing is, if you're eating just bananas, they're not very water-rich. Do you see what I'm saying with my ramble on today? So I'm on the way over to get some fruits, and as you see, I've come to the park. I just randomly, my car just pulled in here while I was talking to y'all. I wasn't planning on coming here, but are you one of those kind of people that can sit on the computer all day and sit in front of technology all day and be fine with it? My son will do that if I'll let him. It drives me nuts. I don't know how he stands that. I don't allow him to do that, but he would. He would be just trolling around on his Facebook or on some kind of live chat stream with some techno dudes. I don't even know what they're talking about, but I feel like I'd just rather come outside in the dead heat. It's like 100 outside today, which feels just perfect for me and my lizard existence. So maybe I'll take y'all. Maybe we'll stop by the ugly table too, because it is on the way to wherever my destination is. And in the near future, within the next few days, I'm going to have to, at some point, make a way. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to have to make a way for my hand to be in the sea, so that the sand and the fear of my life can be just slipping through my hands, you know? Do y'all want to swing? Oh, I have paint on my toes. So remember, packing in the water so you have plenty of hydration, especially in the heat, you know, or even in the wintertime, because we're cooped up with all the dry heat, all the artificial heat, which I think is even worse. So I'll see y'all a little later. Bye.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
something about the hydration. So say in the evening, or frankly now people just think it's an all-day dang event to eat cooked carbs, and as long as we're smashing in the carbs, then we're doing good, right? So let's just say you're doing that, and that you're of that train of thought, because after all, someone told you to think that, right? So every night you're eating 5 pounds of potatoes, or which in the beginning you were told to boil because you want those to still retain with some moisture, and now it's just like any old way is fine, and then let's add some popcorn and beer or whatever that's carbs, right? But let's just say you're eating these moisture void foods, another dehydration. The dehydration to the body, I think, will zap your energy quicker than anything else. I mean, you could be going around living on green smoothies and even having no fat in there and have so much energy because it's the hydration. It is a big key. I think people are not using these keys to turn their health, I mean, you can have just a little bit of orange, like that's 1 orange and 1 lemon in there. But as you see, it's very tasty, and I could just be munching and sipping on this while I'm out in the 100-degree weather, and I feel fabulous, Earlier, I did not feel as good when I was not having water. Along with the dates, with the rice, with the corn pasta, any kind of pasta, also with, what about oatmeal and these kind of things? Anything that you can leave sitting on your stove at 98 degrees, the degrees of your internal domain, leave it sitting on the stove for a few hours like that, and just look at what happens to it. It almost becomes glue to the body. Is there any moisture left in there? No. Leave it sitting on there long enough, and it will be hard to get off the pot, just like it's hard to get out of your guts, congesting us, causing mucus and acid in the body. I never ever have mucus in my nose. I never have like yellow crud in my ear. I rarely have dry eyes. I rarely have breakouts anymore. I don't have any kind of strange women yeast problems. None of these things that plague people. Fresh whole ripe raw fruits and vegetables with plenty of water, adding a little bit of fat, natural plant fat to your diet. I stay away from the nuts, really, adding a little bit of chia seeds. But the hydration is what I'm trying to get to. So the cooked carbs at night are also dehydrating people. I think that's why you see the YouTube video quality going down to a different vibration. It's another thing. It's got to do with the dehydration of that, whether they're drinking a lot of water with it or not, This is a little clip it and thought. Someone asked me yesterday, they said, really, do you think you would ever take the chance to love again after you were loved and kicked and left, basically? And the thing is, I don't know that I'm particularly that lovable to people. I don't, in my brain, think that somebody would love me and stay with me. But it really is irrelevant to me because I'm in the moment. So if I can have a love for a moment, then that's okay. Because even if it's fleeting, guess what? I still have me, myself, and I. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to stop me from allowing the fear of a repeating situation to stop me from living my life to its fullest, is the fact that no matter where I go and no matter what I do and no matter what happens to me, at the end of the day, I still have me, myself, and I will love me till the bitter end, whether it is when I am 95 years old, 120, or when I'm 45. Maybe my existence in this world isn't meant to be that long. I don't know, but I'm not going to live my life in fear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking, and there's 3 people at Aldi that have their hair rollers in today, and I did not know it was wear your hair rollers to Aldi day. Dang! I could have got in on that, right? Oh, this is a classic song right here. Have you ever noticed it might be, if you're a child of the 80s or a teen of the 80s mainly, and it could be a song that wasn't even your favorite, but it's something from the 80s, and you think, that's a great song, you know? Because it's when you were young, like I am today.